was excited because today his mother, Malu, was joining Grandma to hear the Ramayana. Grandma continued with the narration. Lanka Lakshmi blessed Hanuman and disappeared. Malu asked,
Mother, there is an inner meaning to this, isn't there? When you say that Lanka Lakshmi disappeared, doesn't it also mean that the goddess of auspiciousness and prosperity disappeared from Lanka?
Yes, Malu, said Grandma. Very true. Bad times had started for Ravana. As soon as Lanka Lakshmi disappeared, Hanuman shrank in size and entered the city. It is said that at the moment Hanuman set foot inside the city, Sita's and Ravana's left side started quivering, while Sri Rama's right side started quivering. When the left side quivers for a woman, it is a sign of impending goodness. For men, it is the quivering of the right side that heralds good fortune. The quivering of Ravana's left side was a bad omen for the Rakshasa king. Hanuman went all around the city searching for Sita Devi. Suddenly, recalling Lanka Lakshmi's words, he entered the grove of Ashoka trees. Bearing the gentle fragrance of flowers, his father, the wind god, accompanied Hanuman and took him to the Simshapa tree. Lo and behold, there sat Sita Devi. Her hair was in disarray. Her clothes were dishevelled. Her body had become thin from the grief of parting from her dearest Rama. She was sitting like a drooping flower, her divinity a gentle aura around her, the Ramanama constantly on her lips. Rakshasis surrounded her. Hanuman hid under the leaves of a tree. His heart went out to Sita. It was then that Ravana came to visit her. Unni, deep within him, Ravana knew that he would die at the hands of Sri Rama for his unpardonable crime. But his mind was full of enmity towards the Lord. Yet, he knew that being killed by Sri Rama would grant him liberation. Seeing Ravana, Sita became frightened. She sat still, with downcast face, looking withdrawn. Hanuman remained seated where he was, a silent witness. Ravana spoke to Sita with great humility. "O lovely lady, why do you spend your time grieving? Consider me the emperor of this country, your servant. Please raise your head and look into my face. I am by far a better choice than your husband. Rama is weak and helpless. He lacks the strength to cross the ocean and carry you back with him. You, the most beautiful of princesses, should not waste your life grieving for a forest hermit. He is no way suited to you. Accept me as your husband, and I shall make you my empress. You shall live in the lap of luxury, and I shall gratify every small desire of yours." Sita felt rage seething within her. Plucking out a blade of grass, she glared at Ravana, knowing that he was intelligent enough to understand the meaning of her action, that for her, he was only as significant as a blade of grass. She said as much. "Hey, cruel one, to me, you are only as important and significant as this blade of grass. If you were just as noble, you would not have disguised yourself as a sage and carried me away. My husband will definitely cross the ocean and reach Lanka. Rama's arrows will pierce your heart. Know that my Raghurama is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, born to destroy you. He will kill you and all the other cruel Rakshasas and take me back with him." Incensed by her words, Ravana unsheathed his sword to kill Sita, but was stopped by his wife, Maṇḍōdarī. Gripping his hand tightly, she said, "Do not kill a woman, O Lord of Lanka. Refrain from this sinful action." Ravana obeyed the wise words of his wife, but his desire for Sita grew. He ordered the rakshasis guarding Sita to kindle love for him within her by beguiling her with sweet words. After Ravana's departure, the rakshasis continued to torment Sita with harsh words. Finding their taunts unbearable, Sita remained forlorn and heartsick under the tree. There was one Rakshasi named Trijaṭā guarding Sita. She was the daughter of Vibhishana, younger brother of Ravana. Vibhishana was a great devotee of Sri Rama. Trijaṭā was also just, noble, and righteous in her conduct. She ordered the other Rakshasis to stop hurting Sita with harsh words. Trijaṭā said, "Hey Rakshasis, prostrate in front of Devi Sita. I had a vivid dream yesterday. I dreamt that Rama and Lakshmana reached Lanka and that they destroyed Ravana and his evil army. They crowned Vibhishana king and carried Sita safely back with them to Ayodhya. This was my dream, which will surely come true. Therefore, please let us not harm Devi." When they heard this, the Rakshasis became afraid. After some time, they went to sleep. Hearing this, Unni reflected and said,
Grandma, I can understand how sad Sita Devi must have been. When Amma went on tour and left me behind, I cried for many days. Why do Mahatmas like Amma and Sri Rama sometimes make devotees stay away from them and suffer?
Grandma responded, "That's a good question, Unni. We may wonder how come some people stay with Amma all the time and others like us have to stay away from her. But the truth is that Mahatmas never want to cause us suffering. Their main purpose is to bring us closer to them. Amma says, love becomes more intense when separated from one's lover. Such love has the frantic intensity of a fish out of water, gasping for air and struggling to get back into the water. From this, we can see that a devotee who thinks constantly of God can mentally transcend any situation, no matter how challenging or painful. This was the case of Sita Devi. If you see Unni, Sita Devi was a shining example of how we should behave as a devotee. Despite her surroundings, her mind was always on her Lord. Though faced with difficulties, she never once wavered. Let us use the time when we are away from Amma to learn to focus our minds on her and wait for the time when we are reunited with her.